last year we loved you on the stage during the tears and it was quite emotional. We were talking about sort of the last one. I don't know how you feel now.
Yeah, the same actually. You know, I feel it again, but it's weird. You feel something already, and you think, yeah, it kind of changes, doesn't it? You know, I felt I did that. Did that stage. I've been. Well, I started that stage during every moment of what I did, and so it's not like it's happened again. It's just prolonged. Instead of having that little month, I've had the whole year of it. You know? So it's just the same kind of feeling I had last year. Really.
Is it enjoyable? Is it more
incredible? It's I love the sport. Always have loved everything about the sport, especially this race. And yeah, it's quite beautiful. Having started in Florence, I lived here 10 years, you know, and yeah, it's quite a nice, like a sprint or some first stage. It's not how it is, but it's nice. Training on the roads that I did like for a majority of my career, and yeah, starting here then go to France is perfect. It's like it's really on an emotional level. Taking myself out of I've got a job to do on an emotional level is very, very nice. I could have asked for any longer.
Just follows. So what happens when you don't ride the Tour de France anymore? You don't race anymore? Kind of ready?
Yeah, 100. I think I'm more ready now than I was even last year. But I think I was ready last year. But I'm happy. I'm so happy I carried on actually. Yeah, got exciting things for the future. Yeah, I'll continue to I love the sport. So even if I'm not the one pedaling, still get such a buzz out of the people around me pedaling, you know, and being able to just enjoy it and try and succeed, you know. Even during my career, I've got such a buzz out of trying to help other people go faster, you know, and showing different things in the sprint, teammates, young guys and old guys, you know, and should be the same as that. Don't have to starve myself anymore. Don't have to leave behind the kids anymore, you know. It's not as much, you know, but just being able to, yeah, I'm very excited.
One more question on all systems tell me about winning the train and getting Michael Moorcock back. You know, Case did a great job last year, but now you've also got already there as well. We've obviously got Renshaw from the start of the year. The confidence comes from, you know, you've got to install confidence in them, they've also got confidence. It's sort of a struggle. How are you feeling about the train? It's a big part of it. You know, I think, yeah.
Brilliant boys. They're brilliant, brilliant boys. And if those lads weren't on board, not just those, like everything we have with the team, we had to have each piece in place to make sure we were going. And I don't want an excuse, if you know what I mean. And so every component we had was a factor in me and continuing to do the year, you know. I mean, we worked hard to put it all in place for us, and I couldn't be happier. You know, we all got on super well. We trained and raced together all year, and knowing a goal, you know, like the last few years before here, I had to try and earn a place to the Tour de France. It might sound strange, but I had to earn, so that messes up your preparation, and even you don't ride with the boys you want to ride with, the team you're going to go there with, and it's kind of a strange thing, isn't it? You know, but we worked, we raced, we trained together all year. We have play cards. We sit for an hour after dinner, and you know, being a bike rider, the teams where you see the longer they sit at a dinner table, you know, the better teams, you know. And we stay like playing cards really, and yeah, they're good. Morkov has been, his name speaks for itself over the last year and how he delivers any sprinter he's worked with. Ballerini the same. Case, we saw he did he did the last 3 positions as one person last year, you know, and he's fit perfect into where we go. And I couldn't ask for anything else with this team. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Mark, it looks like you enjoy in this global velocity. If it's not too personal, what's the kind of this gesture to the team to present them, I think, small boxes for your colleagues?
That's my wife. Yeah. That's
So you respect it.
yeah. It's for like yeah. Peter always gives me little gifts and cards when I go, and the kids as well. Like it's something that.
So, do you like maybe to answer the question?
Yeah. You answer.
Better.
Well, no, dude. What's the gesture with the boxes? Like I said, it wasn't me, it was you and the kids. I think when you see the amount of Grand Tours that Astana's won, an Olympic game, when you see the amount of Grand Tours that Astana won overall, as well as stages and Olympic championships, like this team's won a hell of a lot.
That's what I mean.
You know,
So
I think there's no, but from my perspective, I think we don't compare what we do. It's, our job is to try and win, and you know, when big stories are made, that's not from us, that's from you guys, you know, and we just try and do it. Opportunities come around to make more history. You don't you don't try and make history, try and make more history. It's as simple as that.
sprinters seem to be much shorter, what makes it quite extraordinary to be in this game for so long.
Thank you. I think you're the first person that's openly like said that, you know, like I think a lot there's been for many years, people try and take anything they can away from what I do. But the thing I'm very proud of is the length of my career to be able to do it. And of course, if you do something for a long, long time, there's going to be ups and downs. And the longer you do something, more ups and downs is going to be, you know? But fundamentally, if you can do something for that long, it's something I'm very proud of. It's something I'm very fortunate to have had mostly great support around for that time. And
So do you see this life cycles of sprinters become shorter? For example, Fabio, Dylan, they were the guys that beat 3 years ago. Now they have to fight to get back in the game. Or is this like how it's always been?
Up and down, no? Obviously, life exactly. Sometimes you have best shape in this year, and next year maybe not. No, it sometimes happens. But Mark also have not easy cyclist like everyone. Sometimes he win 4 stage, 5 stage in the tour, but sometimes not happen. But I think
when you start having you have stuff compared to like the amount of times I've seen only 1-2 stages of the Tour de France this year. Like no other sprint in history has had that. You know, like only 1-2 stages of the Tour de France. Like I think that kind of comment is like something I know that you're doing something right if that kind of stuff comes in. Do you know what I mean?
just some days ago, I see all the victory from Mark, 34 victories. You know, sometimes you say, oh, 34, but if you see you analyze, it's a lot. It's a lot to say 4 or 5 stages per year. Okay, legend. If you did one more, it would be great.
So dinosaur.
Yeah, thank you.
I really want to ask stuff, but
how optimistic are you? Because we've got maybe up to 8 chances. How optimistic are you that with the race over the past?
We wouldn't be here if we didn't think it was possible. Of course, I don't think any other team would be here with a sprint. They didn't think it was possible to win. And fundamentally, that's our job as cyclists, to try and win, you know. But yeah, I think realistically, it's 5 or 6 chances. And it's hard the other times, but also, like I said, it's the other sprinters that have got those same opportunities as well. So we come in, we try and do it. And I think we have everything in place that we can do it. But like I said, I think everybody else thinks they're in a place that they can do it. So that's the nature of sport. So we try. And I think, look, I don't have anything to lose. It's not like playing roulette, where if I don't win here, I don't lose 34 tour stages. Do you know what I mean? And I know it makes a nice story kind of say that, but it's as simple as that. Like, I've won 34 stages of the Tour de France. I've won the most number of stages of the Tour de France, along with the great Eddy Merckx. Just trying for more. If there's 1 more, 2 more, 10 more, it doesn't matter. We have a job to do, which is to try and win, and we'll just take every day like that and approach it like any other bike race.
Have you thought much beyond the tour? Oh, I guess it was depending what happened next week. When you make it to stop.
We'll see. Now we concentrate on the tour. And it's more important now. After we'll see. And if we escape, we have to miss. Why not? We'll see. It's not obligation.
Yeah, Mark, you talk a lot about your legacy at this one. What sort of legacy do you want to leave?
Really know. I honestly don't really know. I said before I started, like, before I started my career, if I could ever be in a book of names of riders that meant something, you know, big riders in history, cycling, my name is in that book, I'd be happy, you know. As I've grown up and obviously have children, see like how they're inspired by not just their cycling heroes, but any sporting heroes or life heroes. They kind of change your perspective on what your position as a sports person is. You know, I'm fortunate to do this, and I grew up idolizing some bike riders, and I got to race with some of those people, and I've got to know some of those people, and they made a significant impact on me, both as bike riders to watch and people that I met, you know, and I see the same idea that my children have if they meet any of the bike riders, and he or she is nice to them as a person, or you see the difference in how they are, and I understand now that, you know, I'm fortunate to be in a position of what I do, and inspiring not just a generation, but a few generations, adult kids, it doesn't matter. If they can grow up and see me from afar or know me, you know, I've left an impact on them that helps motivate them, then that's what's important. I'm not very articulate. Hopefully they're more articulate than I am, you know, and a better like elocution, but I'm trying to explain as best I can. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So maybe like 2 last questions.
Mark, when you close your eyes, you think about that. What do you see? How do you win that stage? Is there anywhere in particular you want to win that stage?
Really know. It's not very romantic, but it's actually quite clinical. We have a process that we like to do. More and myself were talking about this morning. What's the ideal scenario for a sprint? Obviously, I can't really give that away, but there's no. It's not very good for creative writing. Let's just say that it's pretty. It's pretty much a process. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much everyone for coming. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Alexander.
Thank you.